One of these four favorites is about to see their World Cup dream end, and the stats suggest it might not be the team everyone expects. Germany look unstoppable. Morocco are quietly becoming giant killers again. Canada are chasing history. And then there's Brazil, facing a Japan side that has already shocked the football world before. Today, we're predicting four massive round of 32 clashes, but don't skip ahead because my Brazil prediction at the end completely changed after I looked at the numbers. Let's start with the team that's looked the most dangerous so far, Germany. Will Germany be able to forget what happened in the last match against Ecuador? Yes, they can. 10 goals in just 3 group stage matches. That's over 3 goals per game. Scary. But here's what makes Germany even more dangerous. They haven't even looked like they've hit top gear yet. Paraguay deserve huge credit for reaching the knockout stage. They've defended brilliantly, they're disciplined, they're organized, and they'll probably spend most of this match defending. The question is, can anyone survive 90 minutes of German pressure? Germany press high, attack from both wings, overload the midfield, and once they score the first goal, they rarely stop. Could Paraguay frustrate them? Absolutely. Could they survive for 90 minutes? That's much harder to believe. Official prediction. Germany 3, Paraguay 0. Germany should move comfortably into the round of 16. But what if I told you the next game is actually much harder to predict? This is where things get interesting. Everyone knows the Netherlands have quality, but Morocco have become one of the toughest teams to beat in international football. Sound familiar? Remember their incredible World Cup run a few years ago? Now they're back, and they look just as organized. The Netherlands have scored goals for fun 10 already. Morocco? Still unbeaten? This isn't about talent, it's about styles. The Dutch want possession. Morocco want mistakes. One misplaced pass. One quick counterattack. And suddenly the favorites are chasing the game. This has all the ingredients of an upset. But here's why I'm still leaning Dutch. The Netherlands create far more chances over 90 minutes. Eventually, one of those chances should decide it. Prediction Netherlands 2, Morocco 1. But don't be surprised if this one goes right down to the final whistle. Now let's talk about the surprise package of the tournament. Canada have never looked this dangerous at a World Cup. 8 goals already. Jonathan David is finding space everywhere. Alphonso Davies is almost impossible to stop once he gets running. But South Africa won't make life easy. They defend with discipline, stay compact, and they're incredibly dangerous from set pieces. This could become the tightest game of the round of 32. Everyone expects goals from Canada. I'm not so sure. This feels like one moment, one mistake, one counterattack could decide everything. If South Africa score first, Canada could panic. But if Canada score first, the game completely opens up. Prediction South Africa 1, Canada 2. History continues for Canada. And now, the match everyone came here for. Brazil 5-time world champions, one of the favorites to lift the trophy. So why are so many analysts worried? Because Japan aren't playing like underdogs anymore. Here's the crazy part. Brazil scored 7 goals in the group stage. Japan also scored 7. Brazil kept clean sheets. Japan produced some of the fastest counterattacks in the entire tournament. This isn't David versus Goliath anymore. This is 2 confident teams playing completely different football. Brazil want control. Japan want chaos. Brazil will dominate possession. Japan will happily let them. Because every turnover, every loose pass, could become a sprint toward goal. This is exactly the type of match Brazil hate playing. So, could Japan pull off one of the biggest upsets of the World Cup? Honestly, I came into this analysis expecting to predict Japan. But after looking deeper, Brazil simply have too much experience, too much quality, too many players capable of changing the game with one moment of brilliance. Japan will make them work for every minute. But Brazil survive. Only just. Official prediction. Brazil 2, Japan 1. And I wouldn't be shocked if this one needed a late winner or go to the penalties to decide the winner. But before I lock in my final predictions, there's something I need to show you. Because while I've analyzed all 4 matches, there are 2 teams that I think could completely destroy these predictions. And no, they're not the obvious ones. Look at this. Morocco and Japan. 2 teams that no one is really talking about. But both have the exact same weapon. Speed, discipline, and zero fear against big teams. Morocco have already proven they can frustrate elite European sides. And Japan? If they get space behind Brazil's defense, that's where tournaments get turned upside down. So now I want to know from you, which one is more likely to pull off a shock? Japan against Brazil? Or Morocco against the Netherlands? Comment it right now before I reveal my final predictions, because after looking at everything again, I'm about to lock in my official round of 32 predictions, and one of them might not be as safe as you think. All right, I've looked at the stats, I've looked at the tactics, and I've looked at the matchups from every angle. Now it's time to lock in my official FIFA World Cup 2026 round of 32 predictions. And remember, after that upset warning, I'm not fully confident about everything you're about to hear. Starting with Germany versus Paraguay. Germany 3-0 Paraguay. Germany looked too strong, too fast, too dominant in attack. Next, Netherlands versus Morocco. Netherlands 2-1 Morocco. But this is one of the closest games on the list. Morocco will fight until the final minute. Now Canada versus South Africa. Canada 2-1 South Africa. Canada's attacking speed just edges it. But this could go either way. And now, the one everyone came for. Brazil versus Japan. This is the one I changed my mind on more than once. Japan have the pace, the discipline, and the ability to punish any mistake. But Brazil, when it matters, they rarely fall early. Brazil 2-1 Japan. But I want to be very clear. This is not a safe prediction. If Japan score first, this entire video prediction could fall apart instantly. Now I want you to tell me, which prediction do you think I got completely wrong? Brazil versus Japan? Morocco versus Netherlands? Or Canada versus South Africa? Drop your prediction in the comments and let's see who gets it right after the matches are played. If you enjoyed this breakdown, subscribe for daily FIFA World Cup 2026 match analysis, predictions, and tactical breakdowns, because the knockout stage is just getting started. See you in the next one.